Today we are going to be doing something very interesting. I'm going to be attempting to draw from memory airports from a bird's eye view. Airports that I've actually gone to, that is. Now, obviously I've gone to a lot of airports, so that is why we have this wheel here that we're going to spin and select a good number of airports to draw in this video. Oh boy. Okay, you see, the thing with this video is that, some of these airports I went to in the last month. Some of them I went to in the last year. Yeah, I don't think I've gone to Los Angeles in the last decade. I really don't. I know I have a lot of viewers out of California, so this one might be rough. So how this video is going to work, I actually had a friend, shout out to Senti by the way, put a white rectangle over the actual airport property. So we can see the background here. This is obviously Los Angeles, but we can't actually see the airport itself. So hopefully this isn't too bad. I think we should go ahead and draw the runways first. I actually don't really know what LAX looks like. Like I was saying before, the last time I went to LAX was like when I was 5. I mean, that was well over a decade ago. This is not gonna be great. I know there's like 2 runways, right? We got the one here. This isn't right. Wait. You know what? I think we're going to make it a rule that I'm not allowed to erase. And after that, that's honestly the extent of my knowledge of this airport. We're just going to full send here. I know LAX, it's a pretty basic airport. Like, well, you got like the terminal build. I have no idea what the terminal building is. I mean, probably looks something like that. I don't really know what I'm doing here, honestly. See this highway right here? Maybe it like loops around and then comes in here, and then because you always got that like airport road, right? Like something I do know about LAX is they got those like green things. I don't really know what to call them. I mean, they're like more turquoise actually, but they're like next to the taxiways. They got that like big sign, don't they? The LAX sign. Here we got it. LAX. I think this is my final rendition of LAX. So now's the part of the video where I'm gonna like show what the actual airport looks like, and hopefully this isn't too bad. And then you guys can go ahead and judge me as critically as you want in the comments section, given that I've made dozens of videos judging your art. I mean, I really don't have a memory of actually going to this airport. That's how young I was when I was here, so pretty good for having no actual memory of going to the airport. I say we move on to the next one. All right, let's get something good here. Let's get something good. Come on, come on. Okay, Chicago Midway. Okay, a much more local airport. All right, so this is an airport that I like actually know the layout to, so this should be a much better drawing, I think. Maybe not excellent, but it should be better. So I think we're gonna start off with the terminal. The terminal is kind of interesting at Midway. It's like this really weird layout. It's like this kind of, and then it's kind of, I think it goes out like this. I might have that like inverted somehow. Some gates. And then the runway, okay, wait, maybe I made this terminal like ginormous. Oh well, Midway is very easy to draw because we got literally 2 runways, one going that way and the other goes this way. I realize how massive I made the terminal now. It looks, this is not, no, this is really not. Midway's an airport that I've flown out of many times, so I feel like this should be a pretty good drawing of Chicago's Midway airport. I think this is going to be my final piece right here. Just add some more random taxiway. I don't really, this was, why did I add that? That was, what did I just draw? Whatever, let's move on to the next airport. All right, who will we get this time? Okay, oh no, oh no, oh not, oh no. Another airport that I haven't gone to in like a decade. This airport's interesting because it's on an island. Let's just draw the continuation of the island. I think it looks something like this. And then you got the Ptolemaic.
Oh my god, what the?
Okay, now let's draw the actual airport. Once again, I have not flown into Washington's DCA airport in over a decade, just like LAX. This is an airport I went to when I was very young, so I honestly have no idea what this airport layout looks like. I think it looks something like, there's like probably a runway right here. And then I feel like there's like a runway that's like this way or something like that. I feel like I'm missing a lot of space over here. Got a bridge, got a little road there. Honestly, I don't even think this is that bad. I think I got some pretty good ball knowledge, honestly, on this airport from that mid-air collision that happened like a year ago. I think this is my final drawing here of Washington's DCA airport. Hopefully not too atrocious, but I think I did a pretty decent job for, you know, not having traveled here in over a decade. Let's go ahead and move on to the next airport, shall we? Okay, Calgary. Now, Calgary I've gone to a little bit more recently. That was 2017 I was in Calgary. Still a long time ago at this point. Actually, wow, 2017 was almost a decade ago. That's crazy to think about, actually. Guess I've just attained UNC status at this point. What can I say? Let's just go ahead and try to draw Calgary. We've got the two big old runways that go down like this, I think. I think this airport's actually like the home of Alex Proglowski. Free shout out to him, I guess. I don't know. I think there's a runway that is like this, maybe. I feel like I made like these runways too far apart. Like this feels, I was kind of just going for the shape of this white box here, but like this airport just feels ginormous now, so I don't really know. But you know what, who cares? You know, at least I actually remember like being at this airport though. Flew WestJet. I do actually have a video up on the channel. I think it's a short. It was a video that one of my family members recorded of the takeoff out of Calgary. So no, that actually wasn't my video. I have no idea what the terminal building looks like. I'm just trying to make something that looks decent. I think that's my final drawing of Calgary. Hopefully not awful. I think we got time for a couple more airports. Okay, we're going back to Canada with this one, across the country, all the way to Toronto. This is an airport that I've gone to much more recently, to say the least. Let's go ahead and draw YYZ Airport. Got the 401 down here. It's got like 16 lanes or something. I think the runway looks something like this. You got a big old runway right here. Then they got a runway that's like over here. It goes like further out. I've made that runway very curvy. That is not a good drawing there. Okay. Terminal. I think it's something like this. I think this might be my best terminal drawing yet, actually. Somehow this might actually end up being better than Chicago Midway. Wait a minute. Is there another runway here? I think there is. I think there's two runways here. And then I think there's like another runway here as well. Maybe I'm actually just making things up. Maybe there isn't a runway here. I think I might have just made a runway out of nowhere. I know there's a big old runway right here though. I think I'm giving Toronto maybe one too many runways here, but something's not adding up here. I think the cargo section is like over here. I think I did a pretty decent job. Maybe I added an extra runway or something's misproportional, but you know what? Who actually really cares? If you're from Toronto, let me know down in the comments. How did I draw YYZ? But with that, let's go ahead and spin that wheel one more time. Who is it gonna be? Who is it going to be? Barcelona Airport. Okay. This one's kind of like LAX because it's like on the sea, but I think this one's like parallel to the sea. This one kind of looks like this, I think. Got a runway right here. I think there's a runway that's like that. And then there's like another runway. Actually, surprisingly, this is the airport that I've gone to the most recently out of this entire video so far. I don't remember what the terminal... Actually, wait, no, I do remember what the terminal building looks like. You got this, and then it's like a triangle right here. Past that, I don't know what that looks like because this is the only part of the airport that I actually went to. I assume it just goes along like this. Maybe there's a couple parts that like jut out. You got some like gates. I think we've done a decent job drawing Barcelona Airport here. Since I'm too lazy to like draw more taxiways, I think we're gonna call it quits here. I feel like I may have gotten that runway, the one that's like right here. It might be aligned a different way, but you know what? That's my final drawing of Barcelona Airport. Hopefully not too bad. If you're from Barcelona, let me know how I did. As a matter of fact, if you're from any of the city's airports that I drew, do let me know down in the comments how I did. I do hope you enjoyed this interesting video idea. And if it was good, maybe I should do another one. I don't know. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.